位大家好，你们正在看到的是跨境贸易直播秀，我是高伟伟，我在纽约。这一期的跨境贸易直播秀呢，我们请到了9位嘉宾，他们是
Jason Jiang, NDTC 的 co-founder.
Betty Arashaban, Fashion Apparel Industries.
Ramin Arashaban, Fashion Apparel Industries, co-founder.
Thank you for your time today. Would you please introduce you and your company for us?
Our company is Fashion Apparel Industries. We are based out of New York, and we've been in business for the past 20 years. We are a distributor of off-price apparel.
We are mainly in off-price / closeout cancellation business. We have a relationship with many retailers that they allow us to resell their goods. Retailers like Target, JCPenney, Kohl's, Macy's, Express, and many more. Besides buying brands, we have our own brands also that we sell to all the secondary markets by changing label. If there is an item we don't have release, we can always change label. We buy generally apparel in all gender and categories. Quantity does not matter. We buy cancellation. We have relationship with all the big box retailer, and for the last 3 years we have started moving home goods as well.
All right, this sounds good. But Ramin, I know you many years. You are always in apparel business. What makes you to start the different categories?
We approached by our customers like TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, different buyers that are in home goods apparel.
Okay.
Because of our relationship with buyers in apparel business, we've been approached to source for them.
Yeah.
And since we know many factories and agents overseas, we start doing that, and right now we are moving a lot of it.
Yeah, I think especially in American, it's not everybody can come to the market offer their product to the retailers. You have to have the relationship. That's why upon you establish the good relationship with the retail, they approach you to ask you to buy different categories.
That's true. That's true.
That's right. We have relationships with DMMs and VPs of TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, the biggest discount retailers here in the U.S. market. And thank God we've had a very good and productive relationship with them.
Yeah, but what makes you different in the off-price market? There's a lot of people in the market. They purchase the inventory, they sell to the discount store.
I think that Ramin has been in this business for 20 years. We're very genuine. We're very passionate about what we do. We promise and we deliver, and that's basically the forefront of any business.
Yeah.
They trust us, and we're good on our words, and thank God we've been very successful.
Yeah, in other words, specifically I knew if you promise to buy something in cash, you're going to pay as what you said. You're not going to play games. That's why you build your reputations.
That's also very true. My husband has a motto. Tell him what your motto is.
Basically,
Yes.
my motto is that
yeah.
we are not looking for one-time business. One-time business for us is a lost business. Usually any relationship you want to build, the beginning is a little bit bumpy. So we look forward to build relationship from the buying aspects and our selling aspects. So it's based on relationship, and we have proven to our suppliers and customers that once we confirm, once we say something is...
So you stand by your word.
We stand by our words.
Yeah.
And we expect the same from our suppliers as well.
Yes.
It's a two-way street, and it's based on trust and respect.
What is the best year, and what is the revenue you have to start your sales?
Our average revenue is between 20 to 25 million.
Okay.
And last year, because of COVID, we have done even more.
Wow.
Because of all the cancellation.
But a lot of people out of the business last year. How can you do more than other people?
As a closeout business, all the closeout retailers, all the secondary retailers, they have been doing very well in the last 6 to 9 months once COVID opened up. Because a lot of people, they don't have money, and if they want to buy something, instead of paying full price, they go to secondary retailer and they spend their money there.
And I have to say, one of our success during COVID was that Ramin was very aggressive in buying overseas. Thank God we had the funds, and we were able to go into the factories and help the factories out and relieve them and buy their overstock and bring it into the U.S. Right now, there's currently been an influx of goods coming in, and it's becoming very hard to get it to the port. So because we were buying and ordering at the beginning of COVID, a lot of our goods did come here. So we have goods here actually in the U.S. ready to ship our retailers. So as soon as they needed the goods, we were ready to ship them. So that added to our success. Him being aggressive in buying has put us to another level amongst our buyers.
Okay, you know, that's a lot of e-commerce business from China. They have their own warehouse. They have the stock from here. Maybe they sell from Amazon. After good return, they just kind of liquidate the product. Do you have interest in this product as well?
We are interested to look at any available products.
Okay.
We are open to do, again, because of our relationship, we can look at any item. If it does make sense, we are interested to do it. We are open, even a new idea, a new product, we are open to it.
But you know, in America, normally they have the regulations. Some product, they need a brand name. What is your brand to sell in the market?
As far as we only have our brand is for apparel.
For apparel business?
Yes, we
We're
do.
trademarked under our name,
we have
permanent.
trademarked it, and we have a trademark on it, and we have, for different categories, we have different name. We have Permanent, we have Avery & Co., we have Inner Core,
Lucas Centurion. We have a few brands that we've trademarked under our own name that if we need to do a change label for a company, let's say I don't get a release for a specific brand.
Okay.
And it's good quality and I get a good cost on it overseas, I will put my name and my brand on it and bring it and sell it in the US. And we've been very successful with that as well.
Yeah, that's the reason I bring it up, because a lot of people think they can sell the inventory to anybody, to sell to anybody. But in America, it's different. You have to have the label release. If you don't have the label release, you're not able to sell to them.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
Because we have a relationship with the big box retailers like Target, JCPenney, Kohl's, they issue us release. They give us permission to sell their goods to the U.S. secondary market. Not everyone is allowed to do that. So this allows us to go into factories and be more aggressive with our buying as well, because we are allowed to sell volume to secondary market, which a lot of people are not allowed to in the U.S.
So please correct me if I made a mistake, if I understand not correctly. Can I understand this way? You have the permission from the big box like Walmart, Target, JCPenney.
Not Walmart, but Target,
Okay.
JCPenney,
Okay.
Kohl's, Express, Macy's, to go ahead and resell their overrun cancellations from overseas into the U.S. market.
Okay, so in other words, if the factory who produce for Macy's, for Target, if they get a cancellation, they can sell their product to you with the label. You don't need to change
Yes,
that.
we're one of the very few vendor approved to do this.
That's good.
And that's another part of our success.
It's a big plus. Not too many people have that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
takes
So
a long
again,
time.
that
I have to say, it's hard work.
It takes a long time to get
It takes
that
a long
relationship.
time.
Yes.
And thank God we've been lucky. So
So again, relationship. This comes from relationship.
Okay.
Building relationship, building trust, being able to do what you say you do. So little by little adds up. Again, we are doing this for 20 years.
Yes. So I knew you can buy every different cancellation or stock from China. What do you have some specific category or item you are looking right now?
Again, we buy everything. So if there is anything out there,
apparel is definitely our top priority.
Yes.
Because when we sell to these secondary market, there's not one buyer. Every category for kids, there's a top buyer, there's a bottom buyer, there's a active buyer, there's a swimwear buyer. So our customer list is very large, and we have the capability of selling to all these different people. So when you ask me, what is it? Anything in apparel, we would like to look at because it's our stronghold.
So how do you want to establish the relationship with the cancellation good? Do you need the picture first? You need a sample first? What information you need to get from us?
We generally ask to begin with pictures.
Pictures.
And
Quantity.
as much as information.
Okay.
Quantity, colors. If we are familiar with the brand, we can usually make an offer.
Okay.
Based on the picture.
The picture. Okay.
If we are not familiar with the brand, which that makes us not familiar with the quality, then we will ask for
the samples
sample to see.
Okay. If we have some product in the state already, they are selling from Amazon, but they get
Cancellation
cancel.
Amazon.
Yeah, they couldn't ship and they return many times. Do you have interest in for this kind of product?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. So, beside American market, South American market, or any other market you have, do you have different relationship?
So we have relationship in Dubai.
Okay, Dubai.
Mexico.
We buy and sell in Central America. We buy and sell. We sell to South America.
And Canada.
We sell to Canada, and we buy and sell to South Africa.
Okay. I'm going to ask one more sensitive questions. A lot of people are going to ask you, what is the payment terms? If I have the inventories in China, what you can offer me?
So we can do as always outside LC.
Okay.
And we have not had a situation that we lost the deal because of payment term. We usually make it happen with the factory.
Okay.
So it has to be a two-way relationship. We both have to be happy with the payment term.
Of course,
so
yes.
Again, we have not lost any deal because of payment term was not agreeable.
Okay. Do you have a warehouse in America right now? You have your own warehouse?
We have warehouses in New Jersey and Philadelphia, and we are very soon. We are in process of opening a warehouse in Florida.
How big is the warehouse in New Jersey you have?
New Jersey is 250,000 square feet.
Wow. You know, the reason I ask you is because there's a lot of cross-border business. They are seeking warehouse. And if you have a space, your warehouse, can you rent some space to them as well?
We are not. We can do pack and hold for any manufacturer that is interested.
Okay.
But we don't do rental.
Okay.
We do pack and hold. We receive and we ship their goods.
Okay, but that means you don't rent your warehouse. You don't sublease to your warehouse to other people, but you can do the service for them. Okay.
What do you want to say to the Chinese factory?
My policy is I hate to see people get any kind of cancellation because I don't like when I get cancellation myself. So I don't wish that on anybody. But I always say to factories, if God forbid you have cancellation, think of us. So this is what we do. We remove cancellation is a headache. We remove headaches from factories.
How do you think the business between China and the United States after the pandemic?
I think that after the pandemic, once everything goes back to normal, I think people will go back to the way they were. And I do think it's going to go back to the way it was. People need time, a lot of, both sides, all over the world. People went through a very difficult time. So, but in general, people always forget and things will go, life goes on. And life will go on because at the end of the day, the Chinese market and the US market is very intertwined. They both need each other. And that's why I believe in the next few years, it will go back to the normal, it'll go back to the way it was.
Thank you for your time today to come over, and thank you to talk to us regarding your business and introduce yourself. And we do want to do something new in 2021. Original B2B business is very difficult because the relationship is complex. Now become more difficult because they lost the trust. That's why today we are so appreciated you come to us, and we want to show the manufacturer who have the cancellation, see who have the headache. You are here for them as a real person, and we are looking forward to receive information from them to help them out.
Thank you.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Great. I'm glad. Thank you for arranging this and
Yeah.
coordinating this. I think it's very important because, like you said, we can't travel as much, so it's very hard to meet people face to face. So I think this is a great venue for people to meet each other and be successful in the near future.
We are so appreciative for your time today.
2021, let's do something new together.